Good morning, students. Today we will learn about test for non-nitrogenous functional group. Test for carboxylic acid group. We are taking sodium bicarbonate here and making a saturated solution of sodium bicarbonate in a beaker. This is a saturated solution of sodium bicarbonate and we are taking our organic sample in a test tube. This is 3-nitrobenzoic acid and we are dissolving it in ethanol. And the solution was added to the saturated solution of sodium bicarbonate and the reaction is CO2 RCO2H NaHCO3 RCO2 NaCO2 and H2 and we are observing the effervescence of carbon dioxide over here. This is our effervescence. We are adding our sample to the saturated solution of bicarbonate and if the effervescence proves the presence of carboxylic acid group in the sample. Now test for phenolic OH group. FeCl3 test, ferric chloride test for phenolic OH group. If we react phenolic OH compound to the ferric chloride solution freshly prepared, I am coming, the iron phenol complex will generate and this complex is of different color, violet, red, blue or green. Now the test. We are taking we are preparing freshly prepared. This is the freshly prepared neutral ferric chloride solution and this is my sample. This is my sample in test tube. I am adding ethanol to it and dissolving it by shaking. It requires shaking like this for total dissolve. If we want to dissolve it, it requires this type of shaking. We are taking sample first and then ethanol and shaking it. Since it requires total dissolution, I am shaking it more and more and then after that I am adding 2 to 3 drops of freshly prepared neutral ferric chloride solution to it and see carefully, the color is just violet and again violet. It is spreading over the liquid, so we are not able to see it clearly, but if we pour it into the white colored basin, we will clearly observe the violet color. So this is my solution and then I am taking another test tube. In this case, this compound is well-known compound. This is a beta-naphthol. Beta-naphthol, we are adding ethanol to it, making a clear solution. After making a clear solution, I am making a clear solution. And after making a clear solution, we are adding 2 to 3 drops of this color is just green, see it, ferric chloride to it, and green color is immediately spreading over the solution, so we are not here we are not very clearly, we are not observing this color, but if we pour this color into the basin, we will see the green color. And this is my ferric chloride solution. Now I am doing a blank test. I am taking a test tube, adding ethanol, only ethanol, and then I am adding ferric chloride. You can observe that there is only ferric chloride color persists, and if we compare with other test tube, that clearly it is clear that there is a change in color of ferric chloride. So this change in color proves the presence of ferric chloride, phenolic OH group in my sample. Now back the test for phenolic OH group. In this case, we are taking beta-naphthol as our sample. At first, we take a sodium nitrite and HCl, dilute HCl in a test tube to generate nitrosonium ion, and after that we add this to the add this to the aniline containing uh, with HCl, dissolving in HCl, are taken in a test tube. We are adding this solution to that, and after that we generate diazonium chloride. After generating diazonium chloride, we keep it in a ice bath and dissolve beta-naphthol in a basic solution, generally NaOH is taken, and this is our reaction. Diazonium chloride react with beta-naphthol, and for this is our red dye. We get the red dye for this compound. Now the experiment. This is our beaker where crushed ice was taken. This is my first test tube where 1 drop of aniline and dilute HCl was taken and kept it in a ice bath. Second test tube, there is sodium nitrate solution in water, and again this was keeping in the ice bath, and we are adding Na2 solution to the aniline dilute hydrochloride solution, maintaining the 0 to 4 degrees centigrade temperature. In a third test tube, there is an alkaline solution of beta-naphthol here, that is PHOH. Any type of phenolic OH compound we can take. In this case, we are taking beta-naphthol, and the beta-naphthol is also kept in the ice bath, and after diazotization in the test tube 1, we add the whole mixture of 1, that is the diazotized solution of aniline, in the test tube 3, that is alkaline solution of the beta-naphthol, and in this case we will see the red dye like this over there, and this confirms the presence of phenolic OH group in my sample. Now the test for carbonyl group. We all know about there is 2 types of carbonyl compound, ketocarbonyl and aldehyde carbonyl. And the reaction mechanism is like this: protonation, after protonation, attack of nucleophile philic nitrogen to the electron deficient carbon, hydrogen exchange, water elimination, and isomerization. This is our DNP derivative. DNP means 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine derivative of keto or aldehyde. These are yellow, orange or red in color. Now the experiment. We are taking carbonyl compound, alcoholic solution of the carbonyl compound in a test tube. This solution must be saturated. Concentration of compound must be high in the ethanol, and we must take pure ethanol, and there is my DNP solution, 2,4-dinitrophenyl hydrogen solution already prepared, and we are adding equal volume of DNP solution to the alcoholic solution, saturated alcoholic solution of the sample. In this case, I am taking keto compound, so no precipitate comes in the room temperature. I am scratching it, and after scratching, I am keeping this aside. I am keeping this in a water bath. I am warming it and scratching it and keeping aside. In the meantime, I am doing another test with another compound, which is aldehyde. This is an aldehyde, and after we are taking some compound in a test tube, we are adding alcohol, we are making somehow saturated solution, that is maintaining the concentration of the compound in the ethanol is high. I am dissolving it. And I am adding equal volume of DNP solution to it, and see what is the result. Result is we are observing the precipitation in the room temperature, and if we just shake it and give some time, precipitate will come. That is, for aldehyde we are getting DNP derivative at the room temperature. Just see, the concentration of precipitation increases. This is clearly we are observing the precipitation. We are observing the precipitation is increasing, and see this one is very clear now. That precipitation increases much more, and this color of this precipitate is red. We are taking aldehyde and we are getting the NP derivative in the room temperature, which is red in color. And this is my previous experiment. We are warming it, we are scratching it. The inner side of the test tube was scratched by a spatula, and we are comparing this. This is a orange color precipitate with ketone and needs warming, needs scratching, and this is my aldehyde precipitation. And this is important that ketone needs warming, and we will always warm it in a water bath since it contains ethanol. We do not heat it in a direct flame because ethanol can catch fire. So we have to maintain this procedure. We must take this precaution, and these are our three functional groups: acidic functional group, phenolic OH group, and carbonyl group. And thank you all for today's. This is all for today's lecture. Thank you.